Maxima takes it, now cuts inside from the left wing, gives it back to Joelinton. Ball across to Willock has been intercepted. Newcastle getting bodies back as Wolves go on the attack. And Nunes, the midfielder, right side, holds it up. Back to Guedes, challenged by Joelinton. Wolves still have the ball. Referee says play on as they appeal for a free kick. Jolly down the left wing, 20 yards out, slips it forwards. Neto makes the run, cuts it back, and Pope there to gather in the 6-yard box.
No goal short in there. It's not the worst ball with the cross goal. Pope as well takes it low down, but there wasn't any goal shorts in there attacking that near post.
Open in front of the 18-yard box to share. Just a reminder, no Alexander Isak in the squad today. He is here, but he hasn't received his work permit. Bruno Guimaraes with an injury in midweek, that's why he's not playing. Longstaff and Wood for Wilson, the two changes from Manchester City last Sunday.
Oh, Willock has gone over on his ankle.
He's just gone down off the ball.
His ankle off the ball.
He's picked himself up, Joe Willock, limping. Fabian Schär is going to pass it to him. Elliot Anderson's gone for a jog along the touchline. Willock's now back into midfield position, but yes, slipped, looked like he might have twisted his ankle, but we'll see how he gets on as Wood chases a long ball downfield. His former Burnley colleague Nathan Collins with him. Wood's done well to get there first and hold it up and find Almiron. Support from Trippier, level with the edge of the box, scooped up by Trippier into the area, but nobody made the run. Jose Sarr, the Wolves goalkeeper, has the ball.
Yeah, I mean, Almiron picks it up. He gets it on the half turn. You want them to go down the outside, but he's got no right foot.
He's just not comfortable.
No,
he's in a wide area.
So he wants to come back all the time.
Trippier intercepts. It's 0-0. Into Joelinton, space in midfield. Almiron now wanting it played through by Sam Maxima. Ball doesn't come. Sam Maxima went between two Wolves players, or tried to, and got stopped as Neto down the left wing breaks into the Newcastle area. Neto with a dip to the back post. Nick Pope has two hands on the ball again, and a quick throw out to the Newcastle right for Sam Maxima. Almiron ahead of him, Wood in the middle. Sam Maxima cuts inside, almost lost the ball, but keeps them in possession by finding Almiron. Willock into Longstaff, just to the right of the centre circle. Used it well so far, Sean Longstaff. 10 minutes, no goals. Played out to Byrne on the far side, back to Botman. Diagonal ball from the Dutch defender. Sam Maxima controls. 20 yards out into Willock, near the corner of the area. Willock breaks into the box. Low ball in, cleared as far as Almiron. Out wide, they've recycled it. Sam Maxima, chance to cross. Just hang one up. He's got to drill one. You've got a big 6'4", 6'5". Just hang it up back, but give him something to go and attack. They've got to throw Newcastle, not far from the corner flag. Absolutely smashed the ball, Sam Maxima, towards the middle, but a big block from Wolves. He's gone back over to the left side, the Frenchman. Wood in the middle of the area. Almiron in front of him. Joelinton by the penalty spot. Trippier, I think, is going to send in a long throw. 11 minutes played. Wood the target. Header from Kilman. Willock's got it. Nods it across the box. Wolves header. Longstaff had his shirt pulled. Goes down, nothing given. Wood with a shot. Breaks for Joe Willock. Put it wide. Willock with a massive chance, left-footed, 10 yards out. Put it wide at the near post. Still 0-0.
Huge chance. Got to score, isn't he? They just don't deal with the long throw. It's a defensive header, loops up in the air. Don't clear the lines. They leave it on the edge of the penalty area. Oh, he's got to score. Huge.
He's gone with the inside of his left boot. Willock, who's now committed a foul in central midfield. He'd probably feel that it was better set maybe for his right foot to go back across goal, or even just bend it inside the...
Just hit the goal?
Side, yeah. Just hit the goal. Like he's... Longstaff had his shirt pulled there in the box by Matthias Nunes. Newcastle appealed. We're being shown replays of it, but the match has continued. VAR not interested, and neither was Peter Banks, the referee. Wolves on the attack, right side. Nelson Semedo cutting in, and Moutinho back up to the edge of the area. Out wide, another low ball sent in. Oh, they've all missed it! Oh, and it comes across to Neto. Fabian Schär miskicked, ended up on the floor. Wolves keep the move alive. Longstaff with a challenge, edge of the box. Wolves have a player down. No foul given. Another challenge by Longstaff to push the ball away. Moutinho wants handball. Wolves still on the attack in the final third. Out to the right. Byrne gets it away. Sam Maxima gets challenged. It's going to be a Newcastle throw in the left fullback position. Well, it's open, isn't it? It's stretched. Longstaff on the edge of the box, caught on the top of the boot. An opponent in goal, Matthias Nunes. That's why he went down. Painful one. The match was allowed to continue. Collins, nothing wrong with that. Just left one in on Sam Maxima as he cleared the ball, but it's okay. Newcastle's number 10. United throw, we've seen the ball go back to Wolves. They cross it towards the edge of the area. Willock there with a touch, and then Trippier away too high for Sam Maxima. Throw. Wolves right hand side on halfway. 0-0. We've had almost 14 minutes. Back it goes to Jose Sarr. Away to our right. Wood. Closes down, oh, they've lost it. Collins, edge of the area. Sam Maxima to Wood, laid off. Longstaff hit. Big deflection. Corner kick on the left. Could have made more of that, Newcastle, but they do have a corner.
Collins, we watched him at Burnley last game of last season give the penalty away, ridiculous penalty, and on this occasion ball rolled out to him. It's just sloppy. Just takes his eye off it. We should do better. We've got a number overload as well. We should do better. Well, they had 4 there, didn't they? Almiron was in the box. Wood. Longstaff, Sam Maxima. But another corner kick. Willock and Wood in the 6-yard box. They're both being lent into by Wolves defenders. Willock's been pushed into the goal. The referee has blown his whistle. The home team have left 1 up. I think it's Pedro Neto. 2 back for Newcastle. It's Longstaff and Almiron. Sam Maxima edge of the area. Byrne, Botman, Schär and Joelinton at the back of the box. Peter Banks still having a word with the players around the goalkeeper. Kieran Trippier, front of the away fans, sends in the corner kick to the near post, headed away by the first Wolves defender, put back in by Almiron. Wood with control, couldn't get a second touch, and now the break is on, and there could be trouble here. Longstaff, brilliant work. The through ball from Gonzalo Guedes was intended for Neto in the middle, would have got there. Had Longstaff not got a touch to divert the ball out for throw. Throw by Guedes. Longstaff's done well, but he's just got to play it around them.
BBC Radio Newcastle. Total Sport back tomorrow at 6. Not tomorrow, actually. Not on Bank Holiday Monday. So we're back on Tuesday at 6. Offside against Guedes for Wolves. Tuesday at 6. A chance to discuss the weekend's action. Look ahead to the midweek games. End of the transfer window. But Monday to Friday, most weeks. There's no bank holiday, 6 till 8, North East only football phone-in, and all the latest from Newcastle and Sunderland. It's still goalless here, and a floated ball forwards by Newcastle, brought down by the Wolves keeper Jose Sarr in the box. Hillman brings it out of defence. It's a long ball over the top, but nobody made the run, and Pope picks it up, rolls it out underarm to Botman. Eddie Howe and Jason Tindall, both wearing black, as is Bruno Lage. The Newcastle bench and technical area to the left of the halfway line. They're all out there though, the aforementioned coaches. Oh, Tyndall with arms folded as Cher has a little look, gives it short to Longstaff. Pressure on him from Neto up towards Almiron. Couldn't control. Wolves forwards from Johnny. Cher intercepts. Now Trippier. Wood made the run but went offside. Saint-Maximin isn't. We'll get after this. Alan Saint-Maximin. Semedo with him in the box. Has to put it behind. The defender was struggling. Alan Saint-Maximin almost got in round the back.
Did well, Semedo.
Newcastle have another corner kick on the left.
Yeah, Semedo did well. It's quick. Fullback's quick. Got himself between Maximin and the goal line. Thought it was going to go out, and it just got a bit of back check on it. In the end, he's had to get the corner kick away.
Ball bounced a couple of times as it came in at an angle. Just when he got the touch, I thought Alan Saint-Maximin was going to get his boot to the ball in the box. But another corner kick for Newcastle, looking to open the scoring. This one floated across to the back of the area. Cher with a header up. Sarr takes it over the top of Willock. Throws it out quickly. Almiron intercepts. Now into the area.
He's
for
offside.
Willock.
He's offside.
The player that sees the flag from the assistant on the near side go up for, so offside the decision. Almiron quickly onto it, but
That's what he does, doesn't he?
chases it down, pushing up, and Willock was offside. Slightly in front of their last defender. Jose Sarr, Byrne wrestling with Jimenez. Longstaff then put a challenge in and caught the Mexican, who is down and rolling around. The referee's had a word with the Newcastle midfielder. Free kick is the decision. Nothing else.
It's nothing in that. He's got a toe to the ball. Yes, he's followed through, but he can't do anything else. I don't know how you can tackle people and not follow through. It's
Free kick up to the edge of the box from a good 35 yards out, away by Newcastle, on by Joelinton. Saint-Maximin in the Wolves half. There's 5 defenders. Wood making a run. Saint-Maximin still has it into the penalty box, turns back looking for support, turns the other way again, still has it, gets a shot off, it's blocked. Saint-Maximin once again, deflection from Wolves, but the ball comes to Almiron after a pass from Longstaff. Willock gets away from Johnny down the right, high ball brought down by Joelinton. Saint-Maximin back to goal, gets away from one, finds Longstaff 30 yards out. Willock lets it run. Almiron back onto his left. Now back to Trippier. First time ball in, just over the head of Chris Wood and put behind by Wolves.
But he's got to
another
cut
corner.
back. Every time he's got to cut back on that left foot. I mean, it's a ball played into his path. He's coming onto it, and you just want him to whip it. But he cuts back on that left foot all the time.
Sounds like we're playing on a FIFA.
And in the end, he didn't deliver. It was Kieran Trippier. It wasn't a bad ball, just beat Chris Wood. And the corner's on this Neil right-hand side this time, 0-0. Saint-Maximin was down in the aftermath of that move, but is back on 2 feet. Willock and Wood in the 6-yard box. 4 others around the penalty spot. And Kieran Trippier in white and green prepares to deliver an out-swinging corner. Here it is. Joelinton the target at the back of the box. It's in the hands of Jose Sarr, who kicks from the edge of the area. Longstaff again, furthest player back with a header that goes behind him, but he's able to retrieve the ball and play it to Nick Pope in the area. He takes a touch, short to Almiron on the corner of Newcastle's box, and forwards along the floor. Saint-Maximin on halfway, click forward, Chris Wood onside, making a run, back to Joelinton. In the final third, Newcastle, just left of centre. Almiron gets it out to Trippier on the near side. Willock down the line. Switched by Trippier to Saint-Maximin. Good first touch into the area. On his right, Saint-Maximin blocked. Wolves' body's in the way. Longstaff has it. Looks out left to Byrne, but it's cut out by Neto. 3 in the Wolves attack. Newcastle have 6 back. Now a 4th Wolves player involved. Gonzalo Guedes, and they switch it from left to right to Guedes. Ruben Neves, cut out by Trippier, edge of the area. Willock trying to bring it away. Willock getting away. Powerful run from Joe Willock. Checks, turns back. Almiron inside to Joe Linton. 22.5 minutes gone, exactly midway through the first half. No goals. Here's Almiron. Nearly got it caught under his feet on halfway. Back to Botman. Every Wolves player behind the ball. Newcastle have it still through Botman. Forwards to Joe Linton in the centre circle. Longstaff brought in, left of centre. Sam Maxima 25 yards out. They've got 2 on him. A couple of step overs. Ball played back to Burns. Square inside, 5 yards to Joe Linton. Trippier making a run. Johnny with a header. It's not a great header. It's come out to Trippier on the Newcastle right. Almiron with him. The Paraguayan gets the ball short to Longstaff. Could give it back to Almiron. It's cut out by Neves. Longstaff to Trippier. Almost gave it away. Joe Linton helps it back to Botman. In front of the centre circle. BBC Radio Newcastle. Wood dropped off to link up the play and give it to Alan Sam Maxima. Step over, going on the outside. On the line, has to turn back. Tries to then cut back towards goal. It's a throw. Out of Semedo.
Well, there's the money. Semedo, he's got close, got tight to him. He's not getting the space that he was afforded last week. Good battle, though.
Trying to be taken by Dan Byrne. Down by Joe Linton on the corner of the area. He's got away from a couple of Wolves players, then being dispossessed. Longstaff wins it back. Finds Botman inside to share. Newcastle with plenty of the ball. Share into the penalty area. Defender collides with his goalkeeper, Semedo. Jose Sarr has it in 2 hands. Drops it at the feet of Kilman in front of
they got lucky. Total lack of communication. It's a keeper's ball all day.
Kilman back to Sarr. Plays it with his right foot to Johnny on the left. Watched by Almiron. A good ball by Johnny. Spanish international down the left wing for Jimenez. Wolves number 9, corner of the box, back out wide to Johnny, who's joined in the attack and played across, which has got away from Nick Pope, flashed across the front of goal. Don't think the keeper got a touch. Wolves keep it in on the far side. Ball's pushed away down the line by Byrne. Now it's in central midfield, just in front of the centre circle. João Moutinho. Back out to the right wing. Pedro Neto, heavy touch. Keeps it in. Crosses blocked by Byrne. Few Wolves supporters appeal for handball. Joe Linton away to Sam Maxima. Back to Byrne in the Newcastle area. Floated out to Almiron on the near side. He's managed to head it down for Trippier in the full-back position. Not much on. Trippier's played it against Jimenez, who wins it back. Raul Jimenez with the cross. Oh, a chance! Put wide by Wolves. Back of the penalty area. And a big opportunity to open the scoring. Mateus Nunes, who's got up in between Newcastle defenders and guided the ball wide. Still 0-0.
Well, Trippier's just bounced off Jimenez, who's played a fabulous ball. He's just taken Botman completely out of it. Botman can't get there. And Nunes arrives and just gets up too early. He's heading it on the way down and puts it wide.
Give us your assessment of the game so far, John Anderson.
It's very open. Both sides having a go at it. It's really stretched.
What have Newcastle done well?
They've got forward well, they've got bodies forward when possible. They passed it well enough.
Back to Jose Sarr by Wolves. Newcastle have had 61% of possession. 4 corners. They've had 8 shots according to the statistics.
Haven't they?
Not all on target. Sam Maxima intercept. Oh, he's been brought down. Yellow card surely for Nelson Semedo. It's a crossfield ball and Alan Saint-Maximin read, intercepted, started to drive away towards the halfway line. Semedo brought him down, cynical foul, yellow card.
I'm not sure that's cynical. I think he's unlucky, Semedo. I think Saint-Maximin just gets across him and it's a coming together of feet. See it again? No, just gets across him. There's nothing cynical in that.
The trip anyway sees the Wolves right back. His first league start of the season. Go into the book.
It's one of those you can't get out of the way of. He's running, he gets across you, you can't stop yourself. It's coming together.
Saint-Maximin has got back up. And the ball is played back by Newcastle. Botman to Share. And returned to Botman. Just where you may have joined us late, Alexander Isak not available, didn't get his work permit in time, so not in the squad. And Bruno Guimaraes picked up an injury in the week. So Longstaff for Bruno and Wood for Wilson up front. It changes to the team that started against Manchester City. Joelinton wide left. Aston Villa 0-0 with West Ham in the other 2 o'clock kickoff. Celtic were 9-0 up, weren't they?
They won 9-0.
They won 9-0. And that was the final score. So matching what Liverpool did yesterday, Celtic in their Scottish Premiership match away to Dundee United. Here on BBC Radio Newcastle.
So Liverpool won 9-0 yesterday, did they?
To Dan Burn, Sean Longstaff, front of the centre circle. Share to Trippier on the right. Willock makes
Did not know that. Did not know that.
To Share. And they're scooped up towards Willock, who spun. And the assistant gave the free kick for Paul. A tug on Willock as he got away from the Wolves player. It's Lee Betts with the flag on this near side, and he spotted it. It was Gonzalo Guedes with a pull 30 to 35 yards out on the right, couple of yards in from the touchline. Geordies is the cry from the away section as Kieran Trippier lines up this free kick in the wide position. Everybody defending for the hosts. Willock, the only player behind Trippier in the Wolves half. Newcastle commit men forwards for this. Here's the free kick into the middle. Header away. Higher defender. Almiron to the left. Saint-Maximin chases. Keeps it in. Cuts inside. Tried to ping a ball into the box, but it was quite flat, and a stooping Wolves header away and out for a throw, which Joelinton takes. Gives it to Botman, back in his own half. Return to Joelinton. Botman to Willock, just backpedaling as the ball comes over to him. Into Longstaff, under pressure, takes a touch. He's got Trippier there on the right for support. Back down the line to Share. First touch to control, another to float one down the right wing, away from Johnny's header. Willock got the last touch on that. It's a Wolves throw.
Linesman didn't have a clue, did he?
No, he wasn't sure at all.
He didn't have a clue. Stood, what, 10 yards away from him looking at it, and he still didn't have a clue.
BBC Radio Newcastle. With 32 minutes having been played. Wood with it, an attempt saved as the keeper came out to close him down. He was sent into the box, he was wide of goal. They've had a number of corners, Newcastle. Wolves with a header wide from Nunes, and Neto guiding one wide from both from crosses, one from the left, one from the right. But Pope not yet required to make a save. Collins, the right-sided of the two Wolves centre halves, brings it forwards, plays it over halfway. Semedo falling towards the near post. Pope does have to make a save this time, but it's a very comfortable one. Raul Jimenez met the ball, but didn't get a particularly strong connection.
No, didn't get any connection on it.
Trippier forwards. Joe Linton's made a run down on the chest. Pushed away from him. He's going to drop for Willock. Is it in midfield? He's
You've got to win that.
Mateus Nunes. He's just stronger than Willock. And now Pedro Neto into the box on the left. Put wide by Jimenez. Off a touch though. Corner kick.
Willock's got to win that in the middle of the park. He can't just dangle a leg at that.
I thought he was favourite to get the ball when it came into the middle. But Nunes it was who got there, brought it away. And Neto with the attack and Jimenez with the deflected effort. And Pedro Neto takes the corner. Goes back down the line to Mateus Nunes and then back to Nelson Semedo. Home fans not happy. Now Ruben Neves on the switch. It's gone out of play. They've made a complete hash. Repeat here of that, haven't they? And Newcastle have a throw to take. 34th minute, 0-0. He's got Joe Linton square. Longstaff makes a run, shares back down the line. Longstaff then drops in into a deeper position, gets it back to Trippier, Botman, and now Bird passes it to Saint-Maximin, still in the Newcastle half, wide on the left. Return to the defensive line and Sven Botman forwards 10 yards to Joe Linton. Comes over halfway, Bird ahead of him. Joe Linton cuts inside, Saint-Maximin 0-0 to share. With sunshine in Wolverhampton now, Fabian Schär flipped up towards Joe Linton. Oh, that's gone backwards off Semedo. Wood with a header down, out for Almiron, wide on the right. First time ball to Trippier, back inside to Almiron. Goes back wide to Trippier. Now into Longstaff, corner of the area. For
now it goes.
Willock scoops up across, Jose Sarr comes in flames. He's landed on top of Joe Linton, who's gone down. Referee stopped the game. Joe Linton flat on his back. And goalkeeper's on to check on him. Newcastle doctor and physio are on their feet. They run down the touchline, but Joe Linton's okay, helped up by Sarr. The sort of ball that favours a goalkeeper, Ando?
Yeah, it was keeper's ball. It was just one that was dinked in there, wasn't it? Good height for the keeper to come. It just came over the top of players. Joe Linton just happened to be there.
Collins has the ball at his feet, down the line. The Wolves right, Botman just bigger and stronger than his opponent.
Jimenez there. Yeah. Didn't like it, did he?
Newcastle throw. Points from 3 games before today. Newcastle took them until their 11th game of last season, which was Brighton away under Graham Jones, the final game before Eddie Howe was appointed to reach 5 points. And they've still got it on the left from the throw, got into a bit of a sticky situation, but now back to Pope and through the middle from the keeper up towards halfway, but a header from Ruben Neves for Wolves sends it forwards. Joe Linton with a challenge and then a push by Botman on Jimenez.
He loves to dive about, this guy. Slightest touch. That was very...
It was quite a theatrical fall,
yeah,
wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh. I mean, there's a slight push.
not excessive force.
No.
From Botman in the back of Jimenez, but Wolves free kick.
But that's your game for you now. Feel it, you go down, you get yourself a free kick.
37 minutes on the clock. Looking for the opening goal of the afternoon. And the free kick is getting on 35 yards away from the Newcastle goal, right of centre. It could be Neto with the left foot, could be Moutinho with the right. They're all back in white and green to defend. It's Moutinho with the right, all headed away in front of Pope. Trippier then with a clearance for Newcastle. Looked like keeper's ball. Defender got to it first. They're able to get rid, though Wolves keep the attack alive. Neto cutting in from the right, left-footed ball across to Guedes. Taking on Trippier. Back to Neves, 5 yards outside the area. Hit the goal. Ruben Neves with a trademark goal from outside the box. Rolled back to him, took a touch, hit it, and Nick Pope beat the low down to his right. 38 minutes gone. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Newcastle United 0.
Great hit. It's capable. Technically very good. It's a smashing hit. They worked it from side to side. They moved it. Came inside to 25 yards out. They move it from right to left. They just roll it square. 22 yards. Great hit. That's Wolves' first goal in the league at home this season, only their second in the Premier League. But arrowed into the bottom corner. Ruben Neves shot. I said trademark long-range goal. We've seen him score some spectacular ones over the years. Before the weekend, he had the most shots from outside the penalty area of any Premier League player.
I didn't know. It's just mentioned it before. I was like, same Celtic. Just won 9-0 now. I think they just replicated what the day Liverpool did. So I thought I didn't even know. But cheers, bro. How's it going?
Dan Burn for United. We're underway again. His share. Diagonal ball to switch it. Bounces up onto the head of Alan Saint-Maximin on the touchline. Down the wing for Joe Linton. Wood in the middle. Back to Saint-Maximin. Lifts up the cross. The goalkeeper doesn't even catch it. He chests it down and then passes it with his foot to Johnny. Behind Neto. Newcastle throw. Trippier on halfway. Quickly taken. Down the right wing for Almiron. Wood now into the area. Almiron goes on the outside. Turns on the line. Wins a corner though.
But he goes on the outside knowing that he's not going to be able to cross it. So why?
Yeah.
He keeps wanting to come back on that left side all the time.
Would it make
But it kills people. People make runs off it and it just kills them.
Would it make more sense to put him on the left and put Saint-Maximin?
Why not?
Yeah. 1-0 down. Trippier. Two arms in the air. Here comes the corner kick. Driven towards Burn, back of the area. It's got a header on it, but it's gone up rather than towards goal. Away by Wolves. Saint-Maximin with a header. Botman back. And forwards by Newcastle. Almiron on his chest. Tripped by João Moutinho. 35 yards out, right of centre. Free kick has been given. For all the corners and all the free kicks in this sort of position they've had, Jose Sarr, as we mentioned, hasn't really been too busy. It'll be a good time to get an equaliser. 42nd minute. Trippier's set-piece delivery, so effective at Tranmere. Here is this latest dead ball situation. Kieran Trippier comes it in. Keeper comes and claims. Star with an over-arm throw. Willock intercepts in front of halfway. They've kept plenty of bodies forwards, Newcastle. Willock's pass was to Botman, then out wide. Saint-Maximin for Willock. Challenged by Wolves. Very good defending. Clean challenge. Ruben Neves, the goal scorer, brings the ball away down the line. But
Great tackle, wasn't it?
Newcastle throw. To Longstaff, Joe Linton attacking down the left. Something could be on here. Saint-Maximin's cut inside nicely. Low shot. Deflection saved by Sarlo down at the near post.
Same routine though. Cuts inside, wants to get shots away. He's got to vary it. Last week came inside, passed it. Hasn't done it at all this week.
Sarr kicks from his hands offside against Jimenez. Newcastle with the free kick, 1-0 down. BBC Radio Newcastle. Share to Byrne. Inside to Botman. 15 yards from halfway. Now Share down the right. Almiron takes it back inside. It's back to Fabian Share. Into the middle of defence to Botman. Byrne takes a touch to the left wing, and Saint-Maximin carries it back into his own half. Botman, now Longstaff through the middle, good ball. Almiron, it's gone away from him, but he's kept it in. Near to the corner on the right. Back to Trippier. First time ball in from Kieran Trippier. Wolves header as far as Longstaff takes it down, plays it. Oh, it's just got away from Saint-Maximin and runs into the corner on the left. Still on the attack, Newcastle. Byrne now with a cross, a high ball hung up towards Willock. It's down for Trippier. Header to Longstaff. Looking for Share. There's a head injury. Willock and Johnny for Wolves. Game has been stopped. Wolves lead. Newcastle.
I'll tell you what, I'm pleased it was stopped. They had a break.
30 seconds away from getting the numbers board from Andy Madley, the fourth official. And Joe Willock is back up and okay. But Johnny for Wolves,
We've just seen the goal again.
is receiving treatment. He's now on his feet. But Ruben Neves, the goal scorer,
It's one of them.
perfect placement.
Yeah, it's going away from Hope. Hope's gone full length and it's just drifting away from him.
So a minimum minute of additional time on BBC Radio Newcastle. If you want to have a message read out at half time, well, send us one now. WhatsApp 08000 321 333, or if you're texting, it's 81333. BBC at the start of your messages, whether it's on text or WhatsApp, or at BBC Newcastle on Twitter. There seems to be an argument about how the match should restart. Peter Banks, the referee, has the ball in his right hand. He's going to drop it at the feet of Jean Moutinho. Wolves were going to play on the counter-attack, Ando, weren't they, as you referenced, but they tried to get one over the top there. Newcastle have it. Maybe time, not much time, for one last attack. Joe Linton, purposeful, down the left. Heading towards the corner. Cross comes in, stayed in. Almiron is after it. Support from Trippier. Trippier's gone one side of his man. Trying to play the ball the other. Gets across into the box. Kilman away. Wolves with half a clearance. Longstaff with a challenge. Almiron has got free, but an illegal piece of play from Almiron. And Wolves with a free kick in their defensive third, and that might be the end of the action in the first half.
Linesman's 2 yards away from him. Doesn't flag, doesn't give on.
players get back into the middle, towards this near side, the Newcastle right. 5 to 10 yards either side of the halfway line. That is the end of the opening 45 minutes here on BBC Radio Newcastle. And the goal from Ruben Neves, John Anderson, means that Wolves lead it 1-0 at the break.
Hasn't been a great deal between the sides. It's just that it's a fabulous strike. You know, chances haven't been too many. We've had plenty of corners. Wolves have defended them quite well. Pope hasn't had a save to make. Sarr really hasn't had a save to make either. But it's just a great strike. You know, wonderful strike. Keeper's not saving it, and that's the difference between the sides.
How much have Newcastle missed Wilson and Bruno today?
You're always going to miss good players. I said it beforehand. See how we cope without them. You know, they're two influential players, and you can see that we've missed the influence of both of them. So yeah, you can't lose your best players and not feel the effect of it.
And just finally, give us a thought on how they get back into the game in the second half and find an equaliser.
Well, that's the difficult bit, isn't it? It's trying to find that equaliser. You know, we've got ourselves in good areas down this right side, but Almiron, he gets the byline, but he wants to check back onto that left side all the time. People have made runs and it's killing them. You know, he's got to be prepared to use that right foot of his to get ball in the box, and he won't do it. You know, we haven't really created a great deal. Say that Wolves haven't created a great deal either. So there hasn't been an awful lot between the two sides. So you just keep plugging away and hope something falls for you.
Well, it is a very good strike from Ruben Neves. That's the difference in terms of the scoreline at half-time here at Molineux. Second half coming up live on BBC Radio Newcastle. At the break, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Newcastle United 0. Newcastle United's in the EFL Trophy.
Total Sport.
The under-21s head south to take on Doncaster Rovers. Matthew Raisbeck and John Anderson will have the whole 90 live. We build up to kick-off Tuesday night from 6.
Great sport kicks off here.
BBC Radio Newcastle.
But this afternoon, it's a Premier League game at Molineux, and Newcastle United find themselves a goal down at half-time. That Ruben Neves strike 7 minutes before the break. That means it's Wolves 1, Newcastle 0 at half-time, back with Matthew Raisbeck and John Anderson for full commentary of the second half in just over 10 minutes' time. So only one goal at Molineux and no goals at Villa Park at half-time. In the other Premier League game that kicked off at 2 o'clock, it is Aston Villa 0, West Ham 0. At Nottingham Forest against Spurs is the 4:30 kick-off in the Premier League. In the
2 seconds, I'm going to check
before the Newcastle game started, and Matthew and John mentioned the full time, but in the Scottish Premiership, Celtic winning 9-0 at Dundee United. Two balls. Kyogo Furuhashi and Leo Abada. Kyogo Furuhashi's coming in the first half, all three of his goals. Shota, Josip Juranovic and Karl Starfelt with the others, Jack Ross's half-time to draw 2-2 at Lewis. It's their first point since getting promoted at the end of last season as well. It finishes Lewis 2, Southampton 2. Amelia Hazard and Ellie Hatt for Lewis in the first half, but Ella Morris and Laura Rafferty for Southampton in the second. It's also goalless between Newcastle United women and Stockport County in National League Division 1 North. That one kicked off at 2 o'clock as well. In the Women's Championship yesterday, speaking of that particular division, both of our teams were in action. In the second game, Durham lost 2-0 at Sheffield United, so they've just taken 1 point from their opening 2 games. But in our commentary match, Sunderland were beaten 4-0 at the Stadium of Light by Birmingham City. Mel Ray, the Sunderland head coach, not terribly content afterwards.
Just really disappointed when you compare the two performances from last week to this week. It's just a totally different team that went out there today, and we've got to learn to be consistent. I think that's, we weren't good enough from start to finish, but I think, credit to Birmingham, they're a full-time team who've come down from the WSL. I think their class showed today.
Was the game plan broadly the same? Because you didn't get as close to Birmingham as you did to Durham. Had that been the intention?
Yeah, that was the intention. I think, bigger pitch, of course, were maybe some problems, but, our game plan in possession certainly wasn't executed how we wanted it to be. Nearly doing it and not doing enough, and therefore the transitions were too big. we just caused loads of problems for ourselves.
And that kind of touched on it. It's the frustration. If that had been the first game of the season, then there's stuff to work on. But the fact that you played a lot better last weekend and you did this, how do you achieve that consistency that you talked about? What do you do?
Don't know, you tell me. You know, we've got to reflect. You know, the disappointed, of course they are. And it's unacceptable. You know, the bar was set high last week, and to keep achieving them standards is what this league needs and what we need in order to push on. So, you know, we'll go back to the drawing board, and we've got, you know, 2 weeks now to prepare for Sheffield at home. And, you know, there's competition in the squad, and, you know, people will be looking at that and wanting to play against Sheffield.
Brianna didn't emerge for the second half. That related to the head knock she took in the first?
Yeah, she's suspected got some form of concussion, so she'll get monitored over the next 48 hours, and we'll make a decision on that.
And I guess it doesn't help at all that you have to change your centre-half pairing at half-time as well. I know it's one of these things that happens, but that doesn't help you either, does it?
No, it doesn't help, but to be fair, I thought Meg went in there and she done well. You know, the goals were preventable. You know, we've conceded the second goal off our throw-in in the attacking half, which is just ridiculous. You know, we're talking about half of the pitch and showing one way, and they've managed to switch the play, and just, you know, if you struck her well, but it's so preventable from our point of view, and that's the frustrations.
So that is Mel Ray, the Sunderland head coach, talking to me on the Stadium of Light pitch after their 4-0 defeat by Birmingham City yesterday in what was the second half of a double-header at the Stadium of Light, with the men trying their best beforehand to avoid all their managerial turmoil against Norwich, but Norwich were the winners in the end by a goal to nil. Josh Sargent with the goal 15 minutes from the end. Tony Mowbray still very much the favourite to take over from Alex Neil, who's not yet been officially confirmed by Stoke City, but I suspect it won't be too long before he is. So, in the absence of Alex Neil, it was left to captain Corey Evans to speak to Nick Barnes after yesterday's defeat.
We can't control anything else that happens, so our full focus was on today's game. You know, on the game, I thought we executed the game plan very well. On another day, we could have come out with 3 points.
I mean, unquestionably, no doubt about the commitment against Norwich. I mean, there's all the talk about how will this affect the players. It certainly wasn't reflected on the pitch.
No, I think it shows the strength of the group now, and the character that we have in the dressing room. And you know, today I was proud to be a part of that team, and you know, I'm sure a lot of questions were being asked about the players, but I thought we handled it really well today, and on another day we go on to win that game.
I mean, going forward, strength and unity, is that the sort of message?
Yeah, you know, we can't affect anything else outside the walls of our dressing room. We just have to stay together. It's part and parcel of football, you know. Managers come and go all the time, but we just have to stick together as a group and try not to sort of lose the momentum that we've built up through the start of the season.
So that is Corey Evans, the Sunderland captain, speaking to Nick Barnes after yesterday's defeat. You can hear the full interview, plus some reaction from Gary Bennett, former Black Cats captain, in the Sunderland AFC podcast, which you can find on BBC South, and subscribe to it as well once you've found it. It was a busy day of non-league football yesterday as well. In the National League, Gateshead still looking for their first win of the season. They lost 1-0 at Wealdstone, who've now gone top of the table as a result of that 1-0 win. Better news for Blythe Spartans, though, in National League North, a 2-1 win at Buxton, taking them into the top 10. In the Northern Premier League Premier Division, 2 victories for our 2 teams. South Shields won 1-0 at Nantwich. Morpeth Town beat Hyde United 3-0 at Craig Park, and the Morpeth manager Craig Lynch spoke to Radio Newcastle's Dom James afterwards.
Yeah, it was a fantastic win. Obviously Hyde were coming into the game unbeaten so far in 4 games in the league, so we knew it was going to be a tough test, and different to last year, so it was a brilliant way to finish off a fantastic week. We could have been 4 or 5-0 up the first 30 minutes, truth be told, but again, 2-0, you've got to be happy with that in the league. And Hyde came onto us in the late in the first half, and we weathered the storm. And then we've seen out second half, and we scored a fantastic goal to kill the game off at 3-0.
You've had a good start, reasonably, to the league. Do you feel like you've got lots of momentum behind you?
Yeah, I think that's what it's about in this league. I think it's about taking the games off one at a time. And we went far off at the start of the season when we got beat 1-0 one game, then we went and unfortunately conceded three goals in 5 minutes equalised, but I was still full of confidence. I knew we were playing good football. We were just getting that first 3 points on the board against Matlock, and then from there we just took an end this week, and to finish a week with 9 points out of 9 sets us up well for the big game on Monday.
And the big game that Craig Lynch is talking about, the derby against South Shields tomorrow afternoon. It's at Mariners Park at 3 o'clock. Definitely worth a trip down there if you can. In the East Division yesterday, 2 wins and 2 defeats for our 4 sides. So Consett 5-0 winners over Carlton Town. Hebburn won 2-1 at home to Sheffield FC. But North Shields lost 3-1 at Long Eaton United, and Dunstan lost by the same scoreline at Worksop Town. From football to cricket then, because England's cricketers beat South Africa by an innings and 85 runs to win the second men's test at Old Trafford and level the series 1-1. It's been one thumping each as well. The tourists were bowled out for 179 in their second innings on day 3, both of the first 2 tests finishing within 3 days. Well, after yesterday's finish, the England captain, who is of course Durham's Ben Stokes, spoke to our cricket correspondent Jonathan Agnew.
Brilliant, eh? Yeah, amazing. Set up wonderfully, you know, from the outset, the way that we played in the first innings, and then just unbelievable today. Like, everyone just flew in and gave their absolute all, you know. They obviously had a little partnership there in the middle, but one of the most impressive things from this whole game, I think, is the relentlessness that we showed as a bowling group, and also as a fielding group as well. We never let up.
That spell of yours either side of tee, again, another marathon, but interrupted by a cuppa with your feet up. But again, I mean, where did you get that energy from after the break?
I was sort of a little bit, I was looking at the new ball, and obviously the ball was reversing quite nicely. I felt on good rhythm, so I didn't really want to have to look to turn to Robbo or Jimmy before the new ball, because I knew how important the new ball played on this wicket. So that was the thinking behind that.
Ollie Robertson, I think, showed again why you preferred him. He's very skilled. Yeah,
he's incredible. You know, just the natural skill that he has, you know, his height, the way, you know, the areas that he bowls as well, you know, he's not just a tall bowler, he's just relentless with the areas that he bowls, and he just gets natural variation, which is so hard to play, especially with that new harder ball.
Your man of the match, it could, I suppose, have gone to Ben Folkes, who's had a terrific game and keeping well on a tricky pitch to keep.
Yeah, I should have done, really. You know, I think sometimes keepers' performances can get overlooked, but how tidy he was behind the stumps, never mind just the 7 catches. You know, a game, you know, for him that he'll always remember and should never forget. Match-defining innings, and just, you know, he showed his class again behind the stumps. You know, he's just an absolute delight to have there for all the bowlers, and me as a captain as well.
To mention the crowd, I mean, behind there, Jimmy Anderson running in from there is deafening.
I know, well, that's probably why I didn't hear all the nicks.
You missed a bad one there.
I know, exactly. I didn't actually hear the one that Robbo nicked off Nokia with as well. I was complaining another player missed until everyone started cheering, so, yeah.
Right, so the Oval all set up for a decider.
Yeah, great. Great for the series as well. Nice break as well for everyone to go away and recharge their batteries, but you know, we know we're going to be coming up against, you know, a pretty similar team in South Africa. You know, they're always in the fight, and we're not going to take this, you know, game as sort of, you know, we've got one over them again. That's the series, because we know how hard they come. We know they've got performances like them at the first test.
It's the England captain Ben Stokes there talking to Jonathan Agnew. That third and final test at the Oval that they're talking about gets underway in a couple of weeks' time, the 5th of September. Elsewhere locally this weekend in Rugby Union, Newcastle Falcons lost their opening pre-season friendly 42-28 at Leicester Tigers. On Friday night in Rugby League's Championship yesterday, Newcastle Thunder beaten 62-10 by Raiders at Kingston Park. Better news in the Speedway though, Berwick Bandits ending their championship season with a convincing 57-33 win over Scunthorpe Scorpions at Shieldfield last night. But for us, it's time to head back to Molineux. Wolves leading Newcastle United by a 1-0 at half-time. But Matthew Raisbeck and John Anderson will take you through the second half in just a moment.
Half-time highlights. Total Sports. BBC Radio Newcastle.
Left with a ball across to Guedes. Taking on Trippier. Back to Neves. 5 yards outside the area. Hits it. Ruben Neves with a trademark goal from outside the box. Rolled back to him, took a touch, hit it, and Nick Pope beat Lowe down to his right. 38 minutes gone. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Newcastle United 0.
Matthew Raisbeck and black and white legend John Anderson.
BBC Radio Newcastle.
Thank you to Colin White in the studio. Second half will get underway in a moment or two. Newcastle on the pitch, just waiting for Wolves. Eddie Howe's team 1-0 down to that goal. And then we just heard again from Ruben Neves. Looking at the Newcastle players who are out there. Here's the same 11 that started the game. So Nick Pope, Kieran Trippier, Trippier, the skipper, Fabian Scher, Sven Botman, Dan Byrne, Sean Longstaff, Joe Willock, Joe Linton, Miguel Almiron, Alan Saint-Maximin, Chris Wood. Newcastle's bench is Darlow, Dummett, Lascelles, Ritchie, Target, Manquillo, Fraser, Murphy, Anderson. And Wolves, who have the same 11 as well. Jose Sarr in goal, Nelson Semedo, Nathan Collins, Max Kilman, Johnny at the back, Jean Moutinho, Mateus Nunes and Ruben Neves, with Gonzalo Guedes, Pedro Neto and Raul Jimenez. In attack, Peter Banks as the referee blows the second half underway. Newcastle defending the goal away to the right, kicking and towards the left in the white shirts, green shorts and white socks, third kit. Pope in green, Wolves gold shirts, black shorts, gold socks. The keeper, Jose Sarr, who receives a back pass now, clears with his right in lilac with luminous orange gloves and boots. Here's an attack from the home team at the start of the second half, cleared by Dan Byrne, but Wolves have it again. Guedes down the right wing, no offside against Neto, who had a lot of space. Go forwards, it's gone back to Semedo, or heavy touch from Ruben Neves, stopped by Longstaff, and then Newcastle lose the ball. Fabian Scher with an illegal challenge on Pedro Neto. He's going to get yellow carded here. Couple of interesting points there, Ando, when Longstaff going quickly on Neves, ball came back to Newcastle, they tried to get it away quickly. I think, did Scher's pass hit Willock, hit a teammate? Yeah. And then it came back to Neto and Scher fouled him, but Wolves were playing on and could maybe have taken on the shot. Referee brought it back for the foul.
Yeah, I mean, they were a long way out, and the foul was on Pedro Neto. Still down.
Scher picks up it. Oh, they're looking at this on VAR.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Seeing the VAR graphics on our replay screen. Fabian Scher with a challenge. His forward pass hit a teammate, came straight back to him, but Neto nipped in, took it away, and Scher yellow carded by Peter Banks. VAR is Lee Mason, taking a good long look at this. Well, one of these went Newcastle's way last week. The referee sent over to the monitor, you would expect big trouble. It seems like is the check complete? They've stopped showing the replays, but the giant screen in the two of the four corners of Molineux are still showing checking possible red card. I think the referee signalled free kick with his hand, and that was the end of it.
Tell you what, when you see it from that angle, it doesn't look great, does it?
It's caught him with his studs down the side of the leg. No red card. Decision is that it was not serious foul play, and Fabian Scher is booked. VAR check has been completed. Referee is explaining the decision to a couple of Wolves players. Newcastle keep 11 on the field, and at 1-0 down, that is crucial.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a bad one. I mean, they looked at it from all angles. They obviously figured it wasn't, but picked up the yellow card for it. It was just slightly late, wasn't he?
Yeah, Neto was quicker than Scher, caught him with the studs. And as we've said, it came about because his forward pass hit a teammate, and then ball dropped. Neto nipped in, and Scher caught him, and it did look like studs on the side of the leg, but as Ando said, it was just late and certainly not intentional. So we've had a lengthy stoppage there. The clock is now on 49 minutes. BBC Radio Newcastle, and Wolves are a goal up on Newcastle, who are without Bruno Guimaraes because of injury, Callum Wilson because of injury, and new signing Alexander Isak.
I think that wall's going to have to go back to you.
How many yards back was it? 2? Referee's walking at the wall into the middle of the D. It was Willock and Almiron. Cher's joined it now. He's put the line down. The players are in front of it. They need to get behind it. The line of spray. Now, Ruben Neves has scored once from outside the box. He has the ability to do something devastating from this sort of range. 30 yards centre of the goal. Comes forwards towards the ball. Neves, big deflection off the Newcastle wall. Might have been Chris Wood. Big wall. Up, yeah, and behind for a corner.
It was a big wall. He was a good distance out as well. Many balls do we need?
2 balls on the pitch. After receiving treatment is back into the game. He's going to take this corner. It's flat to the near post. Comes back out to him on the Wolves left. Taking on Almiron. Now played back to the corner of the box. Blocked by Newcastle. Cross comes in from deep. Botman with a header. Joelinton nods on. Saint-Maximin picks it up. It's come to Longstaff. Good ball to Joelinton now. Near to halfway left side. Joelinton cuts inside, finding Saint-Maximin. He's got 2 on him, and they fouled him. Newcastle have a free kick. Joelinton wants the ball. Jan Moutinho won't let him have it, and he's taken the free kick from the wrong place. So we'll have
and Jimenez is down yet again.
Oh no, it's not Jimenez.
He doesn't even know how it is.
It's Nunes. Is it?
No, it's Ruben Neves. Oh, he just ran into him. I mean, it's nothing.
Newcastle a goal down, 1-0 the score. They've never failed to score against Wolves in the Premier League. 14 previous meetings in the Premier League. Cher with a free kick from halfway, headed on by Botman, looking for Byrne. Header at the edge of the area, Wolves away. On by Longstaff, Saint-Maximin wide left in the box, near to the line, heading towards the corner. Tackled by Gonzalo Guedes. The Wolves' new signing does well, but then they almost play themselves into trouble. Newcastle a bit unfortunate, then Almiron wins it back in central midfield as Wolves are coming forward. Botman with a good pass to the left wing to Saint-Maximin. Through for Almiron, first time cross, into the side netting from Nathan Collins, the Wolves defender. It's a corner kick, could have been an own goal.
All of
Carl, we need to go, like.
Again, trying to play out in the back, give it away in the edge of their own penalty area.
And Almiron on the left crosses first time with his left.
Yeah, it wasn't a great cross, to be fair. Wasn't getting beyond the near post. Collins sticks out a left boot.
Kieran Trippier with a Newcastle in-swinging corner, 53rd minute, towards the back of the box. Good punch by Jose Sarr, the keeper. Willock and Guedes chase after the ball. Willock gets there, keeps Newcastle on the attack. Joelinton, edge of the box, receives it, hits it with his left. It's a big block by Neves for Wolves. Still with Newcastle, Cher, Joelinton, Saint-Maximin, corner of the box. Skips inside, finds Cher. Now Almiron in the area, back onto his left. Still Almiron, hits it. Blocked. Low shot blocked. Willock to Cher, goes for it low down. And takes a nick off a defender, I think, on the way through. It's a corner kick. Looked like Jose Sarr got down late.
He always knew it was going wide, I think.
Ball bounced back off the advertising board.
Yeah, it did take a nick. Knew it was always going wide.
Newcastle corner on the right as they try to get level in the game. Outswinger towards the near post, but it's quite flat from Trippier. Semedo away, and Neto is onto it. Willock has done well to win it back and win a throw, but in front of the halfway line. far side of the pitch.
His delivery's been poor today. From his standards, Trippier, the delivery's been poor.
He takes the throw, back to Cher. Newcastle with it, in their half of the field. Dan Burn to Alan San-Maximin. Carrying it back, gets away from Guedes. Now a switch. What a great ball. Superb ball from San-Maximin to Almiron on the right wing. Back it comes towards Longstaff. It's given away by Almiron. Then Wolves lose it. Burn intercepts on halfway. San-Maximin with a chance to attack the goal. Tried to play a through ball to Willock. Took a big deflection. Wolves clear. Botman on halfway. Newcastle 1-0 down after 10 minutes of the second half. Botman on the diagonal. It's Trippier. It's another good crossfield ball by United. Wood comes to get it. Lays it off to Longstaff. Not much on. Back to Cher. Joelinton in front of the centre circle. Touch and then a pass out wide to Burn. Down the line for San-Maximin. Burn carries on his run. San-Maximin into Wood. Tried to take it and turn around the corner.
Poor touch, wasn't it?
And then he ended up fouling the Wolves defender and a free kick's been given by the referee.
Yeah, he's got to get it into his body, just kill it. He's trying to go before he's got the ball.
Collins, long ball driven downfield. Straight through to Nick Pope. Newcastle can start again. They had more of that ball, or more of the ball in the first half when they were okay, but finding themselves behind to the Ruben Neves goal and had a bit of a spell there at the start of the second half, but still behind. San-Maximin linking up with Joelinton. Wolves intercept, then lose it, and that'll be a throw for Wolves. So last touch off Joelinton. Eddie Howe having a look at the bench. Targan and Manquillo warming up at the moment. Ryan Fraser goes to join them. The Wolves throw, pressure from Longstaff, away by Semedo. Cher is there. The volley pass brought down by Almiron. Great first touch. Good ball. That's really tidy stuff by Almiron, and then Joelinton to release San-Maximin down the left wing. Keeps it in on the line. 2 in the box. Can he find a route to goal? No. Tried to return it to Joelinton, who was on the edge of the area. Wolves intercept and then clear. Pope leaves his box, controls, and it's a throw. Pope almost getting into a bit of bother himself as he came out there to get to the ball. Could only concede a throw. And whistle's gone from the referee. Semedo comes forwards to pick the ball up and throw it in at an angle to Jimenez. Brings it down, intercepted by Longstaff, and a good turn edge of the area. San-Maximin could be away Newcastle. Great recovery from Ruben Neves. Almiron controlled it. Neves then won it and played it out to the far side. Trippier has been tripped as he won the ball back from Neto, and he was getting away, Trippier, and a yellow card has been shown to the Wolves winger, the latest player to go into the boot. Don't think he could, too many complaints. Did well to keep the ball in, but didn't have control of it. Trippier's nicked it. He's just brought him down. Deep free kick on the right. Cher clipped up to the edge of the area. Botman, the target, might have got a flick on it, but it's the Wolves' ball, and it's Nunes who brought it away, combines with Guedes, the other new signing. Newcastle get it back to Pope, and a big kick through the middle from the keeper. Coutinho heads forwards, and Neto in space, Jimenez in the middle. Neto goes for goal himself, and Pope, comfortable stop, middle of the 6-yard box.
Yeah, could it? One thought in mind when he picked it up, got it onto his left foot. Decent hit, straight to keeper.
Joelinton into Longstaff. Behind halfway, Willock. Back to his left to Longstaff. Then into the centre circle for Joe Willock again. Share through the middle. Almer on the target. Header away by Kilman, the Wolves' central defender. And Johnny plays it around Wood and inside to Neves. His goal separates the teams. And we've played almost an hour. BBC Radio Newcastle. Botman with the ball at the back. Fabian Schär now. Angled ball, trying to get Sam Maxima in. Collins away. Neves with the nod down to Semedo. Good run by the fullback, over halfway. Comes inside. Free kick for you. Chris Wood. The guilty party. Semedo just turned back on himself. The leg of Chris Wood in the way. Neto tried to run through Schär, who made the block. It's out wide with Johnny, gets it back from Moutinho. Cross blocked by Trippier. Newcastle 1-0 down. Collins in the centre circle. Deflection on that forward pass. It's still come to Nunes. Now Semedo to the feet of Jimenez. Put behind by Botman. After Jimenez turned. Wolves corner on the right hand side.
Torn was never on, was it? Little 1-2 was there. He's played it in and he takes off. But he goes to Torn, the big centre forward.
Looks like Matt Target might be coming on. There are some instructions for him from Jason Tyndall. He's been warming up Target. Now, Wolves prepare to deliver the corner. Mateus Nunes with his delivery, whipped away by a Newcastle head to Sam Maxima. It's the furthest player forwards, can't get away from Neves. One back by United. Trippier to Pope. And long ball upfield by the keeper. Wood chasing. Semedo with a bit of control and a pass back to Jose Sarr. I think we're going to see Ryan Fraser as well. Could be a double change. We need to find a way back into the game. Nunes held up by Joelinton. Back to Collins, who almost got into bother with him. Collins has got away with a clearance. Burn heads out. Think they can force an error from Nathan Collins?
Yeah, all day long.
A couple of loose passes. I mean, you've seen him for Ireland. Hasn't resumed because Collins has a problem. And Newcastle prepare the numbers board for the substitution or substitutions. And it looks like Target will be first on. He now takes off his bib and training top. 63rd minute. Wolves bring the ball down on the far side. Schär slides in to clear, but it's hit Neto. Only Jimenez in the middle. Jimenez has got up there. Ball didn't come. They've gone back into central midfield. Left of centre. Moutinho to Neves. Now a chance for Neto to deliver. A few step overs. Heads for the line. Trippier tackles. Comes away with the ball. And clips it up towards Wood. Wins the flick on, but nobody beyond him. And Collins to Neves, pursued by Almiron. Floated pass out to Semedo on the Wolves' right. Burn with a touch to knock it out of play. Fraser and Target already. Wolves move from the throw. Breaks down and Newcastle have a throw in. Left fullback position. Dan Burn with the ball. Joelinton returns it to Burn, back to Big Joe, away from one, but not a second. Guedes dispossesses him. 1-2 with Jimenez, edge of the area, down the line. Goal kick, misplaced pass. And with Just over 25 minutes to go. Newcastle's first change is Dan Byrne off for Matt Targett. Straight swap at left back. And the other is Chris Wood, replaced by Ryan Fraser. Alan Saint-Maximin must be going through the middle then.
What does that say to you?
Eddie Howe, Jason Tindall and Graham Jones on the bench. They've got plenty of speed in that forward line, players who can run, and Saint-Maximin through the middle. Botman, just in front of his own penalty areas. They bring it out from the back, Newcastle. Longstaff makes a run ahead of Cher, but the ball comes back inside to Botman, then back to Cher. They've reached the middle of the half now. 1-0 down. Fraser's on to the left of the attack, with Saint-Maximin having gone into the centre. Cher to Willock, back to Longstaff, takes a touch, can have a look to this near side. Target involved for the first time, so too Fraser. Cuts inside. It's a return ball from Joe Linton. Through for Target, good position, slipped into the area looking for Almiron. He's taking it ahead of the defender. Good recovery by Collins, but kept in by Fraser, near to the corner. Fraser's cross, flicked away. Longstaff keeps Newcastle on an attack. Trippier, back into the middle to Botman, centre of the Wolves half, to the feet of Willock. Now Target, it's gone under his foot. And Semedo slams it against Fraser and behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, just sloppy final ball.
And the ball in from Fraser, well, if Wood had been there, maybe they would have had an aerial threat, but he's just replaced them.
Yeah, decent ball played in, but no aerial presence in there.
Newcastle still had about 2/3 of the ball. More shots, more corners. Wolves have a 1-0 lead. BBC Radio Newcastle. Now they've got another goal kick after the play forwards from the last one was charged down by Newcastle. Leaving 3 on the edge of the area, the front 3, Almiron, Fraser, Saint-Maximin. Jose Sarr goes long. It's that second season as Wolves' first choice goalkeeper. Push on Target from his ball upfield on the edge of Newcastle's area. Free kick, Pope takes it quickly, gets them moving again. Joe Linton drags it across his body. Holds it up now on halfway, out wide to Fraser. Goes back to Target. Botman to Cher. On the diagonal, Fraser controls. Joe Linton down the line, gets on the end of Fraser's ball. No offside flag, made the run from a deeper position. Saint-Maximin is pulled out wide left into the area. Longstaff to Almiron, back to goal, 20 yards out to Cher. Dinks it in, header away by Neves. Once again, they don't have the aerial threat. With Wood off the pitch and then Trippier with a clearance. From the Wolves ball forwards, out of play. Aston Villa 0-0 with West Ham. In the other 2 o'clock kick-off in the Premier League. Newcastle, Joe Linton win it back on halfway. And has done well to produce a pass for Willock, who gets away and sends Saint-Maximin into a good position on the right. Corner kick. Recovery defending by Johnny.
Did well to get back.
Just looked like Alan Saint-Maximin was going to break clear and charge in towards goal. But Joe Linton did well. Willock with the pass. Just drifted out to the right. Corner kick, Newcastle. 20 minutes to go and needing an equaliser. It's a left-footed corner. That target. In it comes. It's dropped in the 6-yard box and Wolves scramble it half clear. Fraser goes down in the area. As Newcastle supporters appeal. Play continues. Wolves clear to halfway. Target edge of the box. Referee stopped the game. There are 2 players down. Dropped. Could have gone anywhere. Botman was involved. Wolves managed to just about get it away from their goal initially, and then now the game has been stopped.
Oh yeah, they just ran into each other. Ooh, nasty that. Ooh, yeah, nasty.
I think it's Nunes. The Wolves, Fraser got a bang on the head. Wolves physio's come on, Matthias Nunes still down. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Newcastle United 0. How do you see it, Ando?
Had plenty of the ball second half, but as of yet still haven't forced the goalkeeper into making a save.
Ryan Fraser on for a second appearance of the season. A little bit of injury trouble. Involved there in that collision with a Wolves player. He is okay though. Fraser's back on the pitch, but the Wolves midfielder Nunes still on the floor, still being looked at. Anyhow, it's a point we made at Tranmere, the depth of the squad with the performance overall in the Cup in midweek doesn't have a great deal of options or game changers that we can turn to in reserve today. And we've still got Murphy, Anderson, Ritchie on there, and 3 defenders, plus a goalkeeper. And this is it, a couple of injuries away from the squad looking a bit light.
Yeah, I think it showed at Tranmere. You know, you lose your second 11, or you lose your first 11. But you can't lose your best players, Razor, you know, and they're the 2 best players.
The referee explaining to the players how the match will restart. Matthias Nunes back up. And he walked.
Could be here a while, couldn't we? There's been quite a bit of stoppage in the second half.
But I think there'll be at least 5 minutes for that added on at the end of the game. He's going to walk over to the side of the pitch, accompanied by the Wolves medical team. He's taking a drink from a water bottle. Newcastle 1-0 down. We're now into the 73rd minute, but yeah, a good 5 minutes has been used up in this second half for treatment to Wolves players. Fourth official Andy Madley is explaining something to the Newcastle manager and assistant boss. The game has restarted. United have it, but now in their half of the pitch. BBC Radio Newcastle. Target on halfway. Down the line to Fraser. Inside. First time to Joe Linton. Tackled by Neves. And forwards by Wolves. Header from Pope towards Joe Linton on halfway. Big header from Joe Linton. Longstaff with another. Good play by Newcastle and now through. Ryan Fraser just beaten to it by Collins. And then the clearance from Collins blocked by Fraser, but he gets another chance to the defender and returns it to Jose Sarr. Just thought Ryan Fraser was going to get away, but big stride from Collins opened up his legs and got there.
Yeah, good defending actually. It was good play, good little 1-2, give and go.
Botman at the back. Into central midfield to Joe Linton. Takes it, facing his own goal. Played to the right to Fabian Schär. Now Longstaff. Fraser with movement on the left. Longstaff comes up to halfway. Tries to bend one through. This could be a good ball. Almiron edge of the area. Beaten to it by Johnny. Goes down Almiron. Nothing given. Wolves back to the keeper and away.
There was nothing in that.
Target for Joe Linton and Longstaff. good ball by Longstaff, saw the run,
Yeah.
just bent it in,
Was a good
shape
ball
on the pass.
Yeah, Almiron got the wrong side of Johnny, or from a defensive point of view, he got the wrong side of him. Defended it well though.
Aston Villa 0, West Ham 1. And Pablo Fornals, Joe Linton clips it down the left wing. Fraser had his shirt pulled. He's making that point to the referee, who doesn't give anything. Wolves clear it away, play it away, and then out for a Newcastle throw on the left in their half of the field. Botman to Share. Coming up towards the halfway line. 1-0 down. It's a short ball to Longstaff. He had two around him. Has to return it to Share. Saint-Maximin's dropped off, finding Willock. Fabian Share again. Trippier on the right. Plays it over the head of Jimenez. Back to Botman. Foot on the ball to Joe Linton. Into Longstaff. Man on. Tackled. It's come for Joe Linton though. And his ball to the right wing. Almiron's going to chase after it into the corner. He gets there. Check back onto his left. Trippier there for support. Inside, Willock's got space. Willock heads for the line. Still Joe Willock in the area. Out wide to Trippier. Takes the touch, delivers the cross. Wolves header away as far as Almiron.
Oh, he's gone to place it. Put your foot through it.
Corner kick. Big block by João Moutinho.
But just put your foot through it. Brought the side foot it.
Brought it down, ball bounced, and yeah, side foot heading towards the centre of the goal, blocked. Target, left-footed corner into the 6-yard box, header from Botman across the goal. Saint-Maximin keeps it in on this near left side, tries to cut into the box, but he's been tackled, and Wolves want to go on a counter-attack. That was a good corner. Might be one of Newcastle's best set pieces today. Fraser, last man back, did well just to get into a position, follow any runners, play it back to Pope, and now they're going to come forwards. It's open, and it's a bit end-to-end as Newcastle press for an equaliser. 1-0 down. Willock. Almiron, 35 yards out on the right. It's gone down after returning the ball to Trippier. Almiron gets it again from Willock, still in that wide position on the right. Willock now receiving from Trippier, 20 yards out. Passes with the outside of the right boot to Target, down the line to Fraser. Here's the cross, headed behind by Johnny. Another ball in from Fraser. Maybe if they had Wood in the middle, yeah, maybe someone to aim at. It's a good ball.
Yeah, Wood must be sat there thinking, I wish I had played balls in like that when I was on the pitch.
Wolves are going to make a couple of changes. But I think Newcastle are going to take the corner first. Matt Target again, another one from the right-hand side with his left. Into the 6-yard box, Nelson Semedo away, first man. Wolves deal with it. Botman out to Target. It's a short ball to Fraser, has to take it out wide. Now across from Ryan Fraser, Collins away for Wolves. And Jimenez and Botman compete for it. Longstaff takes it on. Newcastle with Target outside the area. Blocked shot from Matt Target. It's Ryan Fraser with two on him. He's got away from them both. Now Almiron heads for the line. Almiron wins another corner.
But yet again, he gets to the byline and he won't play it with his right foot. Fraser's done well since he's come on. He's been lively, been direct.
Got to make this pressure count, Newcastle. Yet another corner kick. Matt Target floats it in. Botman with a header that goes up towards Joe Linton. Fraser outside the box. Saint-Maximin left corner of the area on a run. Cross is blocked on the line and Wolves clear. Trippier furthest man back, takes a touch and then forwards to Longstaff on halfway. Wolves fans getting very uneasy. Botman to Joe Linton, takes it and turns. Heads towards goal. Good run by Joe Linton. And they stopped him eventually. And Wolves with three attackers, three Newcastle defenders. Nunez Goes for goal straight at Pope from 20 yards. You have Neto to the right, Jimenez to the left. Went for it himself.
Decision making again, runners right, left, went for the shot. Comfortable stop.
It's the voice of the former Newcastle defender John Anderson here on BBC Radio Newcastle. Almiron, good feet, steps inside, finds Sam Maxima, carries on his run. Sam Maxima back through for Almiron, edge of the area, shot blocked, and it's spun behind. It's another corner. Done really well, Almiron, on that break to cut inside and combine with Almiron. It just got crowded out.
Yeah, it just got crowded out of it. There's a give and go again.
Cut inside.
Cut inside. Many times they say that.
If he gets a chance to go on the outside, I bet he scores.
With his right foot.
With his right foot. I think this is their 12th corner. Newcastle. Target. Left-footed. Cleared away again by Semedo. Second one in a row like that. Fraser then with a header. They think there's a foul. Referees let it go. And Wolves have got a 3-on-1. Attacking down the left. Two in the middle. Must be offside. They put it into the net. No offside. Newcastle surround the referee. There are 6 players around Peter Banks. Wolves have doubled the lead on the break. They had a 3-on-1 after Fraser thought he was fouled when he challenged for the ball. 2 in the middle, converted by Wolves.
Then look at this.
Jimenez. I'm sure it's offside.
I don't think it's not offside, but it's a foul.
It's got to be a foul on Fraser in the first instance, so it's 2-0 unless VAR overturns the decision to give the goal. Oh, that's a foul. It's lent in. I mean, there are more blatant fouls than that, but he's put an arm into the back of Fraser, surely. It's right in the middle of the Wolves half. Well, it's out towards.
Yeah, here he is. He's going to look at it.
Referee's going to the monitor.
He'll change his mind. He'll disallow this.
No, Wolves players are stopping and leaving the pitch. Jacob Murphy and Elliot Anderson are going to come on for Newcastle. 2 more attacking changes. Fabian Scher's gone up to the other end of the pitch to get the ball from Nathan Collins.
Once they watch it, once they go and look at it, he changes his mind.
Referee is on this near side at the monitor, the referee review area, and the push in the back of Ryan Fraser, who's then headed the ball, but it hasn't headed it intentionally. It's just gone up. No goal. Has he given the goal? No, he hasn't given the goal. The Wolves fans are cheering, thinking it's a goal, thinking he's pointed to the centre spot.
Once they look, they are always going to change it.
So no goal for Wolves. They remain 1-0 up. We're seeing a replay, and the fans groan and gasp as they watch it on the giant screen, but Newcastle still 1-0 down. They have a chance of getting something, but we're going to have another stoppage. We could be playing for another 10 minutes after the end of the 90. We're now almost at 83. Wang Hee-Chang, who scored 2 goals, both goals in this fixture last season in Wolves' 2-1 win, is coming on for Gonzalo Guedes.
Podence is coming on as well.
Daniel Podence is on, and Pedro Neto is the other player coming off.
Willock and Almiron off for Anderson and Murphy.
Thank you. Elliot Anderson only a second. Anderson's come on, that's fine, but Murphy's substitution's got to be displayed to the crowd before he can enter the field. Almiron's already gone off. I don't think the 4th official knew. Right, Anderson's.
Now, can we get on with the game?
Second Premier League appearance. The other at Arsenal behind closed doors. January last year. Free kick then, Trippier into the box. It's dropped here, and Anderson heads it into the hands of the goalkeeper, but it was headed up rather than towards goal. But a good knock on, and Newcastle just couldn't make it count. It's BBC Radio Newcastle. Botman, header forwards, Anderson trying to get there, ahead of Neves in midfield. Wolves get a free kick. On the left, on the halfway line.
Yeah, a little over-exuberant.
To Max Kilman. He's been a regular in their defence for the last 2 or 3 seasons, Kilman. Now down the line on this near side, target away for Newcastle. Wolves header forwards. Nunes to Neves, scorer of the game's only goal, which came in the first half on 38 minutes. We're now on 85 minutes. Back to Jose Sarr. Botman with a leap and then a header away. Joe Linton keeps it in for Fraser, holds it up, man at his back. Longstaff run through the middle for Murphy. Longstaff's ball didn't have enough height or power on it. It was good vision again from Longstaff, but not quite the right delivery of the ball. Offside around Jimenez on the near side of the pitch.
He's been poor today. He hasn't run around, he hasn't done anything.
And got his goal disallowed there when it was brought back for the foul. Newcastle can still make one more change. Wolves can bring on 3 more. Target 5 yards behind halfway. Trippier's in the centre circle, could roll it to him. He's getting closer to target. It's instead a clipped ball on the diagonal to the edge of the box. Wolves header away. Murphy gets in between man and ball. It's Hwang to play it back to Trippier. Anderson on the half turn. Out wide right to Murphy, takes the touch, delivers the cross. Wasn't a bad ball, but Wolves managed to defend, make a block and then clear. Scored a late free kick a couple of seasons ago, Murphy, to get them a 1-1 draw. Here at Molineux, ball into the area from Trippier. This time, Sarr comes towards the line and makes a claim. Still feel I can get something?
Yeah, oh yeah.
We've had plenty of the ball. It's unusual for a game against Wolves that they've had, you know, a majority of possession, Newcastle. Normally used to seeing Wolves dictate the play in that sense. Longstaff and Joe Linton with a 1-2. Longstaff trying to get away down the left. A couple of challenges from both teams. Home side have it. Big deflection on the through ball from Nunes, and Pope picks it up, rolls it out quickly to Anderson, wearing number 32, to Murphy on the right wing. Anderson goes back on the outside, gets it. Saint-Maximin just with him. And played a ball to Longstaff in front of the centre circle. Target makes a run. Nelson Semedo with a header away for Wolves. Now Cadence down the line. Pope leaves his box and clears the ball into the middle of the main stand. We've now got 2 balls on the pitch. And we're getting ever closer to the end of the 90. BBC Radio Newcastle 1-0 down, but lots of additional time surely is on the way. But treatment for injuries, a VAR check that saw a second Wolves goal disallowed for a foul. Joe Linton losing it, then winning it, and Anderson getting away and getting tripped in midfield in Newcastle's half. 89th minute. Matt Ritchie is going to come on. He nearly came on last week, but had to wait a long time, and in the end the substitution was abandoned. Numbers board isn't ready. Trippier with the free kick. Wolves defensive line dropping. Header away as far as Saint-Maximin takes it under control just outside the area. Now Fraser, cross to the back post. Couple of Wolves headers, Joe Linton on his chest and then a clearance. It wasn't comfortable at the back for Wolves then, but they survive as we enter the final minute of the 90. Trippier. Anderson gets it from him on halfway, down the line. Murphy chasing. It's bounced once. Murphy's kept it in. And then defending from Wolves. Sam Maxima! Oh, what a goal! Off the volley! Brilliant goal! Alan Sam Maxima right at the end of the 90. The man of the match last week might just have saved this match for Newcastle. What a hit! Right foot, just outside the area, into the bottom right corner of Jose Sarr's goal. His first for Newcastle since January. Wolverhampton Wanderers won, Newcastle United won from a brilliant strike from Alan Sam Maxima.
I'm not too sure what Wang's doing. Clears it. It's supposed to clear your line. He just plays it.
So draw. If we get a draw, I'll be happy.
Good volley. Keeper never moves. Nestles in the bottom corner. Two cracking goals.
Murphy chased Anderson's ball down the right wing, lifted it up, took a couple of touches off the Wolves defenders and the clearance straight to the edge of the box, and Sam Maxima is on it. It was Wang, the forward, yeah. He lifted it over the head of Johnny Castro Otto, and then Wang Hee Chang, the clearance straight to Sam Maxima, edge of the area. Wolves look for a foul on the edge of Newcastle's box, don't get it, it's only a throw. And Alan Sam Maxima, it's a brilliant strike. Keeper doesn't move, but even if he did...
Definitely want to be checking the highlights out after this match, like.
And they might just preserve their unbeaten start to the season. Meanwhile, minimum of 8 additional minutes. BBC
They're having a look for a penalty here.
Are they? Oh, no. No, it's outside the box. It was outside the box anyway, the collision between the players. Well, Anderson involved in the goal, Murphy involved, Sam Maxima Wang involved. Sam Maxima with the finish. That was a top-class strike. And in the absence of Bruno, in the absence of Wilson, with Isak unavailable, he has produced all the noise from the away end. Could they even go and win it, Newcastle? Murphy, it's a ball forwards towards him, fouled by Anderson, who pleads his innocence, left side of the middle third of the pitch for Wolves. We are a couple of minutes into the additional period. I was slightly late starting my stopwatch because I was watching the celebrations. But as a rough guide, we're a couple of minutes in. There's still a lot more to go. One apiece. And they continue their run of scoring in every Premier League encounter with Wolves, Newcastle. Given away by the home team on the far side. Trippier to the goal scorer, Sam Maxima. Taken down and turned inside, but straight to a gold shirt. And then moved by Neves to Semedo. Bruno Lage's team will want to win it as well. They haven't won in the league yet. Here's Pedence getting away from Target. Held up by Joelinton, and Target recovers. Back to Neves. Lifted over to Johnny on the far side. Johnny into the box and then across. Joelinton, that goes backwards. Botman heads away. Neves away from Fraser. Neves, remember last season from that position, he brought one down and dipped it over the keeper and scored a brilliant goal. He tried to do exactly the same. This time it took a nick and went over the top. And Bruno Lage, the Wolves boss, has been told by the fourth official, Andy Madley, to get back in the technical area because he was halfway down the touchline. 3 minutes into the 8, outswinging corner, that's high and deep. And a Newcastle header down, and then João Moutinho blocked. Breaks on. Here they go. Fabian Schär through for Alan Sam Maxima. One Wolves defender to beat. Fraser up in support. Sam Maxima into the penalty area. Saved by Jose Sarr. Diving to his left. Could have been the winner for Newcastle. Sam Maxima effort denied by the keeper. Comfortable height for Sarr.
Yeah. Good hit though. Good break.
comes to target. Oh, it's all happening here. Jacob Murphy, Sam Maxima's offside. Murphy's gone to the left to Fraser. There's too much on the ball and it's gone for a throw. Eddie Howe telling his players to squeeze.
Yeah, Colin's trying to play out again from the back. Just gives it away.
Sam Maxima's holding his hamstring on his left side. Did Matt Ritchie even come on? He didn't, did he? Because they scored. All given away once again by Wolves. Target. Fraser towards the edge of the area. It wasn't high enough for Sam Maxima. It was Kilman with the header. He's not holding his hamstring anymore, but he's not sprinting. He's at the other end as Wolves attack the Newcastle goal. Joelinton intercepts and comes forwards down the left wing. It's an energetic performance once again in midfield from Joelinton, who wins a free kick near halfway. We've still got a good 3 minutes of the additional period to go. There's still time for Newcastle to win this.
Wolves have been so sloppy. I mean, they had the overlap here. Nunes, it's an awful ball.
It's finished Aston Villa 0, West Ham 1. We're into the other game at 2 o'clock. Newcastle. They could go and get a winner. Target just in front of halfway. It's a high Wolves line. They are 10 yards plus up from their penalty box. Target on the diagonal. Sharon Anderson go up. Murphy. He's played it back to Trippier on halfway. Short to Longstaff. Round the corner to Jacob Murphy. Takes a touch. Gets away down the right wing. Lots to aim at in the middle. Still going Murphy. Now the cutback wins a corner kick. And the away fans enjoyed that on the far side. And they're going for it, Newcastle. 1-1.
Well, they've gone from half-time. They've dominated the ball in this second half. They've had all the ball.
Leander Dendoncker getting ready to come on for Wolves. Matt Target, corner kick. Sam Maxima still holding that left hamstring. You see edge of the box with a strapping on his left wrist. Here's Target's corner kick. Get up! Yes! Off the bar at the back of the box. I think it was Botman, was it? Might have been Sven Botman or Elliot Anderson was there. Could have come off a Wolves defender. So close Newcastle. Sam Maxima driven into the area. Away by Wolves, and then they pick it up in central midfield. And now an opportunity down the left, 3-on-3. Great tackle, Matt Target. Newcastle hitting the woodwork. It was Anderson rather than Botman, but it may have come off the defender. They're still attacking, and it's Murphy down the right wing. Plenty back for Wolves. Murphy turns inside. 1-1 in added on time. Through for Anderson. Options to the left. Anderson breaks through. Goes down right on the edge of the area. Would have got the return ball from Joelinton, but brought down right on the line. VAR will have a look to see whether it was in the box, but it was great feet by Elliot Anderson.
That was outside.
It was outside the box. What a climax to this game. St. Maxima wants to come off. Matt Ritchie's going to come on, but he would have been in had he not been taken out. And that chance, Ando, that hit the woodwork, we haven't seen the replay. I thought it came off the defender, or Neves, who was defending. Leander Dendoncker, the Belgian international, who can play in midfield and can play in defence, but is 6'2", so might be useful in the wall, is coming on for Wolves right at the end of the game, deep into added on time. 8 minutes minimum period. We're at the end of it, and Alan Sam Maxima is going to be replaced very briefly by Matt Ritchie, but with no Wilson, with no Bruno, no Isak today. Sam Maxima with a hamstring issue after scoring a brilliant equaliser, coming off as a major concern. Anyway, last week, once again, it was Kieran Trippier over the wall to get it up and over from 18 yards out is difficult, but he's capable, and it could be Trippier scoring back-to-back free kicks again, just like he did last season in consecutive games. Cher is there, targets walked away. It's a fabulous opportunity to win the game.
Might be a little bit too close, you know, Razor.
And could it be Cher? Or
just let Cher put his foot through it. Just blast it.
Trippier's walked away. Murphy's to the right of the ball. It's Fabian Cher.
Oh, it's dragged it wide. Aye, aye, aye.
Full time. Newcastle are still unbeaten.
1-1. Still.
It's finished 1-1 at Molineux, but what a chance to win the game. Fabian Cher free kick that just was dragged wide.
Tell me back in 2 seconds. I've been down to go to the toilet for fucking ages.
I mean,
no, 2 seconds.
The way he strikes it as well, just put your foot through it and he's just dragged it wide. It was a little bit too close for Trippier to get up and down. Had all the ball the second half. Never troubled the keeper. You know, plenty of ball. The unreal thing about it was when Fraser came on, all of a sudden started getting the ball in the box. And with nobody in there to go and attack it and head it. Great equaliser, 2 good goals, 2 really good goals in the game. But dominated the second half without really creating a great deal.
Players embrace from each team, and Newcastle staff are now on the pitch and they'll head over, I'm sure, as they always do, to the away fans. Richie and Joe Linton go across there. The injury to Sam Maximo, we just saw him there sitting on the bench and talking to a member of the medical staff. I mean, it's too early to know, but it would be a big problem for them with other good players unavailable. Yeah. Transfer window's still open though.
Fraser. Yeah, look, you go to Anfield Wednesday night, if you're without him, if you're without Wilson, if you're without Gimaresh, that would be a real problem. But we'll just have to wait and see how it is. I mean, he wasn't at his best today. For me, he went back to what he was. You know, his decision making last week, everything about his game last week was spot on. Today his decision making was poor. Saying that he got us out of jail with a wonder strike,
and could have won it as well with the header that went onto the bar. It could have been, was Anderson at the back post. I don't know if it was him or if it came off the defender, but there was a lot of pressure in that final 10 minutes, or the 10 minutes or whatever they played of added on time, and it all came under, including the equaliser, after a Wolves' second goal was ruled out by VAR.
Yeah, it was always going to be ruled out, wasn't it? Once he came and had a look, once they have a look, they always change their mind. It was a nudge at the back. How he didn't see it in the first place, or how the linesman on that far side didn't see it. You know, you just wonder. You wonder what some of these officials are looking at. But look, it's a good point. Bottled away, missing your best players. Come here and get a point, you've got to be happy.
Thanks very much, John Anderson. No Total Sport tomorrow on BBC Radio Newcastle, but we're back at 6 o'clock on Tuesday night. There's an away game against Liverpool for Newcastle on Wednesday. We also have commentary on Tuesday of the under-21s at Doncaster in the EFL Trophy. They have preserved and extended their unbeaten start to the season, Newcastle, with a 90th minute equaliser from Alan Saint-Maximin here at Wolves. They are 7th in the table with 6 points from their opening 4 games. Final score at Molineux: Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Newcastle United 1. Let's put a ball across to Guedes, taking on Trippier. Back to Neves, 5 yards outside the area. Hit! Oh, the goal! Ruben Neves with a trademark goal from outside the box. Rolled back to him, took a touch, hit it, and Nick Pope beaten low down to his right. 38 minutes gone. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Newcastle United 0. Down the line, Murphy chasing. It's bounced once. Murphy's kept it in, and then defending from Wolves. Sam Maximin with a goal on the volley. Brilliant goal. Alan Saint-Maximin right at the end of the 90. The man of the match last week might just have saved this match for Newcastle. What a hit. Right foot just outside the area into the bottom right corner of Jose Sarr's goal. His first for Newcastle since January. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Newcastle United 1 from a brilliant strike from Alan Saint-Maximin.
Total Sport.
On the station with Newcastle and Sunderland commentary exclusively live.
BBC Radio Newcastle.
80s memories on Fantastic 80s. We welcome change.
Newcastle United are indeed going up.
Earlier on today, apparently a woman rang the BBC and said she heard that there's a hurricane on the way. Well, if you're watching, don't worry, there isn't.
I'll turn that off because I don't want to get the stream copyrighted. Not this one, anyway. So there you go. 1-1, Newcastle. This is going to squirt all over. I don't know why. I must have dropped. Well, no, I couldn't have dropped them. Unless they've dropped them in the shop. But 1-1 Newcastle. We finally hung on in the end. Finally got the goal. So I think I don't know. Same as fucking over there. Cause I know if I do the music, if I play the music, the stream's gonna get copyrighted. Which obviously I didn't want that to happen. But then I don't know what to do after this. Like, do I start another stream and play some music, or do I start the stream on again? I'll obviously have to do something because I'm not just going to sit down and do news. But hopefully after this stream, when I do start another stream, it'll actually be live, because on Tuesday, it was either Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever it was, I went live after the stream, but Twitch was having issues, like, so it said that I was live for like 8 hours or something, and that's when I realised on the laptop and on the phone. On the PlayStation it said it was live, just not, it just obviously wasn't live at all. So I was just streaming away to myself. Who is streaming anyway? Is anyone streaming? Oh, that's alright. Just bear with me a second. So let's charge. Swapping the wires around. This one I'm finished with, it actually moved it the way. Not like previously where I got to fucking move and there's 1,000 wires all over the place. That was quite annoying. So I would play some music, you know what I mean? But I'm not getting this stream copyrighted. So I'm going to use my huge again. I'm just going to chill out for a bit. Have a BR2, 5. Well, not B5, so it'll be like 1 or 2. And then probably go and stream something else. Still don't know what though. No, because it'd be alright if I could, like, I don't know, pause the stream, like, to now, and then start, like, and then that would then upload, and then be able to do, like, the second half of the stream with the music, so that first half's already uploaded, so not that the whole thing doesn't get copyrighted. But I need this streaming at the minute. I suppose it is. Yeah, it's only 4:10. So I've got that many games. Well, I haven't got like loads and loads of games, but I've got that many games that I'd like to play. I'd like to stream. It's kind of like, which one do I do? And there's like that many games I want to get back into playing as well, because I haven't played them for so long. Got the fucking duck game. Got the duck game, I haven't even played that. I want to play it on New Year and I just didn't. Save that for I keep saying that. I'll save it for another time. Then the other time comes and I say, no, I'll save it for the next time. And shut my fridge is coming alive. Keeps moving. I used to think it was the PlayStation on top of the fridge. Not my old one, because that one, as soon as you turn it on, it sounds like a fucking jet engine. But it's not, it's the actual fridge. Fridge doesn't sound like a jet engine, but it's the fridge that's moving. Not that I constantly sit there and watch the fridge moving across the floor now like that. Be a bit weird to just be sitting there and watching the fridge. Oh, sorry about that.
Rookie day escaped. No one caught it.
So Sinister escaped, and then Rocky D escaped. I didn't even know Rocky D was there. Yeah, I am gonna end the stream now. So I just want to say thanks to everyone that's coming, everyone that's commented, appreciate it as always. When's the next match? Let's double check before I end the stream. Wednesday. So I'll catch you all Wednesday. Well, on the playroom, just chatting stream. Obviously I'll be streaming before then. But I'll catch everybody in a couple of minutes. Again, thanks everyone that's jumped in, everyone that's commented, appreciate it as always. And I'll catch you in a minute.